How Rome was built from legend to empire. Did you know one of the greatest empires in history began with two abandoned babies? As Rome, the eternal city, started with a legend, a wolf, and a dream of power. This is the story of how Rome was built. Long ago, in 753 BC, in ancient Italy, two twin brothers, Romulus and Remus, were left to die near the Tiber River. But destiny had other plans. A she wolf found them, and instead of harming them, she fed and protected them. Later, a shepherd raised the boys. As they grew, they became strong, brave, and ambitious. One day, they decided to build a city where they were saved. But pride and power came between them. A fight broke out. Remulus killed Remus, and on that day, Rome was born, named after Romulus. At first, Rome was just a small settlement on seven hills. Simple houses, farmers, warriors. But Romulus was smart. He welcomed outsiders, refugees, and even criminals. Rome became a city of opportunity. Soon, Rome grew stronger under kings who built roads, temples, and walls. The Romans were disciplined, organized, hungry of expansion. In 509 BC, the Romans removed their lost king. They didn't want one man to have all the powers. So they created something new, a republic. Leaders were elected, laws were written, the Senate was formed. Rome became powerful not just because of swords, but because of structure. They built strong roads, strong armies, strong systems. All roads lead to Rome became reality. Over time, Rome expanded across Europe, Africa, and Asia. Then came Julius Caesar, then Augustus, the first emperor. Rome built massive amphitheaters like the Colosseum, aqueducts that carried water from miles, powerful armies that conquered nations. What began as a small village became the center of the world. From a wall's protection to kings to republic to empire. Rome was not built in a day, it was built with vision, discipline, and ambition, and that is how Rome became eternal. Close your eyes. Imagine a time before skyscrapers, before modern nations, before the idea of democracy. Imagine a small patch of land beside a quiet river in central Italy. No grand buildings, no empire, no glory. Only wild hills, shepherds, and a destiny waiting to awaken. This is the story of Rome, a story of ambition, of power, of vision, of blood and brilliance. They say Rome was not built in a day, but how was it built? Let us travel back more than 2700 years. Long before Rome existed, there was a legend. After the fall of Troy, a warrior named Aeneas escaped the burning city. Carrying his father on his back, leading his son by hand, he crossed the seas. After years of struggle, he reached Italy. There, his descendants would rule. Generations passed. In the city of Ablolonga, two twin boys were born, Romulus and Remus. But power is dangerous. Their uncle, King Amulus, feared they would one day take his throne. So he ordered the babies to be killed. The soldiers, unable to murder the children directly, placed them in a basket and set them afloat on the river Tiber. The river carried them gently. The basket stopped near a fig tree, and there a she wolf found them. Instead of attacking, she nurtured them, fed them, protected them. Later, a shepherd discovered the twins and raised them as his own. The boys grew strong, fearless, leaders by nature. When they learnt the truth of their birth, they overthrew their cruel uncle. Justice was served, but destiny was just beginning. Romulus and Remus decided to build a new city on the hills near the Tiber. But which hill? The Palatine? The Aventine? Pride entered their hearts. They looked for signs from the gods. Remus climbed, he saw 6 birds in the sky. Romulus climbed, he saw 12. The argument grew. Words turned into anger. Anger turned into violence. And in a tragic moment, Romulus killed Remus. Rome was born in 753 BC. Romulus became its first king. He built walls around the Palatine Hill. He created laws. He organized the people. But Rome was small, weak, surrounded by enemies. Romulus needed people, so he did something bold. He opened Rome's doors to outsiders, runaways, refugees, exiles. Rome became a city of opportunity. But there was one problem. There were very few women. Without families, there would be no future. Romulus invited the neighboring Sabines to a festival. During the celebration, Roman men took Sabine women as wives. War followed, but eventually peace was made. The Sabines joined Rome. The city grew stronger. Rome would be ruled by 7 kings. Each one shaped the city. Numa Pompilius brought religion and peace. He created temples and rituals. Tullus Hostilius focused on war and expansion. Ancus Marcius built Rome's first port. Then came the Etruscan kings. They brought engineering, architecture, advanced ideas. They drained marshlands, built sewers, including the famous Cloaca Maxima, constructed the first version of the Roman Forum. Rome was transforming from village to city, but power corrupted the last king, Tarquin the Proud. He ruled with cruelty, without respect for the Senate, without justice. The Roman people had enough. In 509 BC, they expelled their king, and Rome changed forever. No more kings, never again. Rome became a republic. Power would not belong to one man. Instead, 2 councils would rule for 1 year. A senate would advise them. Laws would be written and recorded. The famous 12 tables were created. For the first time, ordinary citizens could know their rights. But the republic was not peaceful. Rome fought wars across Italy. The Samnites, the Latins, the Greeks. With discipline and strategy, Rome conquered them all. The Roman army was unmatched, organized into legions, trained, loyal. Rome rewarded soldiers with land. This created loyalty and expansion. Soon Rome controlled the entire Italian peninsula. But greater challenges awaited. Across the Mediterranean stood Carthage, a powerful empire in North Africa. Rich naval experts, the two giants collided. The First Punic War began. Rome had no navy, so they built one from scratch. Incredible determination, they won. But the Second Punic War was legendary. Hannibal, a Carthaginian general, marched elephants across the Alps, invaded Italy, defeated Roman armies repeatedly. Rome was terrified and they refused to surrender. Finally, a Roman general named Scipio attacked Carthage itself. Hannibal was forced to return home. Rome won again. Carthage was eventually destroyed. Rome became master of the Mediterranean. Success brought wealth, wealth brought corruption. Power struggles intensified. Then came Julius Caesar, brilliant general, charismatic leader. He conquered Gaul, modern France, expanded Rome's borders. When ordered to return home without his army, he crossed the Rubicon River, a symbol of rebellion. Civil war began. Caesar won. He became dictator for life, but some senators feared he wanted to be king. On March 15th, 44 BC, he was assassinated, stabbed by men he trusted. E2 Brute. Rome fell into chaos. After years of civil war, Octavian, Caesar's adopted son, emerged victorious. He became Augustus, the first emperor of Rome, though he claimed to restore the republic. He held ultimate power. The Roman Empire was born. Under Augustus came Peace Pax Romana, 200 years of stability. Rome built the Colosseum, aqueducts stretching miles, roads connecting continents, massive temples, trade flourished, law spread, culture expanded, Latin language influenced the world. Rome became the center of civilization. Rome's strength wasn't just military, it was engineering, concrete, arches, domes. The Pantheon still stands today. Roman roads were so strong. Some still exist. They built systems, governance, infrastructure, vision. Rome understood one truth: an empire is built not only by warriors but by builders. But no empire lasts forever. Corruption grew, emperors became unstable, economic troubles, invasions by Germanic tribes. In 476 AD, the Western Roman Empire fell. But Rome did not truly die. Its law shaped modern governments. Its language became the root of many languages. Its architecture inspired generations. Its ideas formed the foundation of Western civilization. Rome was not built in a day, and it did not disappear in a day either. From two abandoned twins to a city, from a city to a republic, from a republic to an empire that ruled the known world, Rome teaches us something powerful. Greatness takes time, vision, structure, discipline, sacrifice. Rome was not built in a day, and neither is success. They say Rome wasn't built in a day. But have you ever truly understood what that means? It means greatness takes time. It means mastery demands patience. It means progress is slow, invisible, but powerful. And today, I want to tell you something important. Learning English, mastering a skill, building confidence, it is no different from building Rome. If you feel slow, if you feel stuck, if you feel embarrassed when you speak, this story is for you. Rome did not begin as an empire, it began as a small village. A few huts, a few families, a few dreamers. No Colosseum, no grand roads, no mighty army. Just beginnings. In the same way, when you start learning English, you don't start with fluency. You start with a few words, broken sentences, hesitation, fear. And just like Rome, that is normal. Nobody sees a small village and calls it an empire. Nobody speaks one sentence and calls it mastery. Everything powerful starts small. Rome's strength was not magic, it was foundation. They built strong roads, strong systems, strong discipline. Without foundation, Rome would have collapsed. Now, think about English. Vocabulary is your bricks, grammar is your structure, listening is your cement, speaking is your road. If you skip foundation, you collapse under pressure. Many learners want quick fluency. They want confidence in 30 days. They want perfect pronunciation instantly. But even Rome took centuries. Mastery respects patience. When Rome built aqueducts, the water flowed quietly. No celebration every day, no applause for every stone placed, at stone by stone. It became magnificent. When you listen to English daily, when you practice mouth movements, when you read small paragraphs, your brain is building neural roads. You don't see it, but it is happening. Between input and output, there is silent construction. Your brain is working. Rome did not shout while building, it simply kept building. So should you. Rome was attacked many times. Enemies surrounded it. It faced defeat, loss, fear, but it never stopped rebuilding. When you learn English, you face enemies too: fear of judgment, children mocking your pronunciation, people correcting you harshly, your own self doubt. Sometimes you feel, I can't speak, I am too late, I am not talented. But remember, Rome was burnt, Rome was attacked, Rome still rose. Your mistakes are not destruction, they are construction. Every wrong sentence builds a better one. Rome expanded slowly. It didn't conquer the world in a year, but it moved consistently, step by step, village by village, skill by skill. The problem with most learners, they want speed, but success loves consistency. 10 minutes daily for 1 year is stronger than 3 hours for 3 days. Small daily effort builds fluency, just like small daily stones built Rome. One day, Rome had the Colosseum. Massive, strong, magnificent, people admired it, but they did not see the years of labor, the sweat, the planning. One day, you will stand on a stage, speak confidently, answer fluently, communicate clearly, and people will say, wow, your English is amazing. But they won't see the nights you practiced alone, the times you felt nervous, the moments you almost quit. That is your Colosseum moment. Patience is not weakness, patience is power. It is trusting the process, it is continuing when progress feels invisible. If Rome had said, "This is too slow," it would have stayed a village. If you quit because improvement is slow, you stay where you are. Patience transforms beginners into masters. This is not only about English, it is about music, business, public speaking, confidence, fitness. Every skill follows the same law. Start small, build foundation, stay consistent, be patient, never quit. There is no shortcut to mastery, but there is a path, and that path is daily effort. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is fluency, neither is confidence, neither is greatness. If today you can speak one sentence, tomorrow you will speak two. If today you understand 20%, tomorrow you will understand 30%. Progress is slow, but it is unstoppable. Keep building one word, one sentences, one day at a time. Close your eyes and imagine your future. You speaking confidently, you expressing ideas clearly, you no longer afraid. That version of you is under construction. Do not abandon your own Rome. If this message inspired you, subscribe and continue building your greatness. Because remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither are you. Keep building.